This is Dana Welle, 3L part-time. Dana, what's your take on first year of law school?
Well, I come from a different place because I've already been in a graduate school program. So my first year of law school wasn't quite as stressful as the first graduate year I was in. And I tried to approach it with a healthier attitude, realizing that I've had other things going on in my life just besides school, so that I could sit back and just enjoy the learning process rather than trying to get the best grades and be the best in the class. I just wanted to really enjoy what I was doing. Also, I come from a science background, so I had to relearn how to think, and think like an attorney is much different than thinking like a scientist.
How's the life of a 3L different from a life as a 1L?
I get to choose, for the most part, I get to at least take a few classes every semester that I get to pick rather than the school is picking for me. So I've been able to focus in on areas of law that I'm interested in rather than what the school thinks I should be interested in. I still have a few more bar courses that I should take, and I'll take those as a 4L, but I will also continue to take, I can do externships and take Innocent Project, other classes that are available.
What did you do last summer?
Well, last summer I cut way back on my working hours and I took my 4 kids to Hawaii for 6 weeks and just really enjoyed spending a long time with my family.
What's your take on professors at Santa Clara?
I think the professors here are very approachable and well-rounded. I've found that I'm a little bit more of a conservative mindset than many of the professors here, but I've found that they've been very open to communicating about our differences and have been very respectful of what my positions are, as I'm as respectful as what their positions are. I've never had a professor not be available. They've been available either by email or by phone, because my first year I was only here at night and I could not be here in the daytime for daytime office hours, so they made themselves readily available, which is great.
What's your advice on schoolwork and life balance?
It's very important to balance out your school and your life. I have 4 kids. My first year I worked full-time. I only work part-time now. And my husband and I made an agreement when I started law school that I wouldn't approach law school like I approached medical school, and that I would be a lot more available. And I have really enjoyed school now because I'm not gunning for the #1 position. And I think if you can approach law school for all it has to offer, the education, all the extracurricular activities, and try and enjoy it, it's been a really great experience.
How do you think your experience is different as a part-time student from that of a full-time student?
It was very apparent my first year when I was only on campus at night. All the fun activities that the full-time students got to do in the daytime, all the lunch seminars, those weren't available to the part-time students. We couldn't go see the professor speaking at lunch. I was on honors moot court my first year at night, and because of my nighttime schedule I couldn't hear the guest lecturers that were speaking to the full-time students in the daytime. So if it's available, I think being here in the daytime has really added to my experience. I couldn't do it my first year. If you can't do it, you just cannot do it.
What's been your favorite class at Santa Clara Law?
Probably one of my health law seminars with Professor Oberman. There's always, in her classes, a lot of room for discussion, and again, that was one of the instances where she and I have very different views on different topics in health law, and we were both able to talk about our views, and she would actually have me participate in classes. Probably both of the seminar classes where I was involved in the most participation in the class, and they were fabulous.
You mentioned honors moot court. What directed you to involve yourself in extracurricular activities, and what was your favorite extracurricular activity?
It's either your first or second year, I can't even remember, you have to take advocacy. And I had no idea that I would like speaking in public. And I actually won the Oral Advocate Award and decided that I would continue on and try on for honors moot court. I had no idea I would like arguing so much in front of a panel of judges, and it was great fun. So bringing that part of law school and being able to be involved in extracurricular activities, I think was really important. And there were only a few I could do as a nighttime student, and this happened to be one of them. And so I'm involved in that. This year I've been doing externships, which I can't speak enough about, trying to get out and actually getting involved in a law firm and practicing law. I mean, medical school, you're out by your third year, you know, working on patients, and here in law school they don't have an opportunity for you to do that unless you seek it out yourself. So I would say that would probably be the most important thing as far as extracurricular activities, is getting involved in the externship program.
And why did you choose Santa Clara Law?
Because the real story is, one of my old patients was graduated from here, and she was an ER nurse, and when I was thinking about going to law school, she raved about it, and I had to go part-time, and it's just a short commute from Santa Cruz, so here I am.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Dana.